Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about game 146 of the regular season, where the Astros lose 8-5 in a quasi-embarrassing game. Now, because A, we've been on a pretty good streak recently, B, we wrapped up the postseason last night, and C, you can't win every game, I'm not going to be mean about this game. I'm going to be critical and point out the fact that, you know, it was bad because you had a good lead in this game and you really shouldn't have lost to Oakland of all teams. But I'm not going to get yelly and screamy. So know that this is going to be a video where I do complain a bit, but I'm not going to be blowing a top off because it's just you can't win them all. We'll start with positive because hey, there is some positive. You know, you hit 4 home runs. That's usually going to be a positive thing. I mean, hey, Lemus Diaz hit another home run. That's a cool thing. Yordan Alvarez hit a home run. That's a pretty darn cool thing. Yordan's hit 4 home runs in 2 days, including 3 in 1 game. And this just like, Yordan went like a month and a half without hitting a single home run and then just turned it back on. And like, it reminded me of a dumb story from when I was younger that I'm going to share with you now, and if you say, Weston, I don't want to hear it, the unfortunate thing for you is this is a YouTube channel and you don't really have a choice. So I played Madden like religiously as a kid, constantly. If I had free time, I was playing Madden, but I would play it on the easiest difficulty. So I would just beat the Patriots every single game like 70-0, and I would only play the Patriots because God knows I wasn't getting that validation from the actual sport of football. And this one time I had 1st and goal from like the 5 or 6, and my mom was like, hey Weston, I need you to come with me to do something, and we ran an errand, and 40 minutes later we came back and I didn't pause the game, so delay of games had backed me up to 4th and goal from the opposite one, and it wasn't even the one because technically it just kept backing up half the distance to the goal for like 40 minutes. And in one play, I went 99 yards on a reception, I believe, by Santonio Holmes from Mark Sanchez. It was the old Madden, my dear friends, to score a touchdown. And that is what Yordan Alvarez did. He just forgot to hit pause when he left to go do something else, came back, realized that he forgot to hit pause, and went, ah, crap, I gotta catch up. This needless and long analogy was brought to you by the deep recesses of my brain. I don't know why they work the way they do either. Bregman had a multi-hit evening. Tucker had a home run, pair of RBI. Trey Mancini, not too shabby out of him. He had a pair of base hits tonight, including a home run. Not too shabby, old Trey Mancini. McCormick had a base hit. Vasquez had a pair. The offense was fine. You know, you hit 4 home runs. That's good. The problem was we didn't sequence well at all, and so I think our runners in scoring position tonight was 0 for 2. And I've said this many a times of the O is bad, the 2 is also bad, and you can decide in your own head which is worse. So the offense wasn't great with runners in scoring position. That being said, scoring 5 runs is good. That's a very winnable game. That's well over league average. The pitching staff was bad. Jose Urquidy, holy crap, Jose Urquidy. He has these games, right? And I've said it before, I've said it a lot with Jose Urquidy, especially this season. I said it last season. You're gonna get the double side. He's the Astros two-face pretty much. You're either going to get Jose Urquidy, the amazing pitcher, where he'll go 6 innings, get a ton of swings and misses, you know, no runs, ton of strikeouts, no walks basically, right? A lot of soft contact. And then you have these games where he goes 6 innings, gives up 6 runs, 7 base hits, 7 hard hit balls, got a 6 strikeouts, that's a positive, but also gave up 2 home runs and 2 walks. And it was a very bad game for Jose Urquidy. And you can look at the runs given up, and it was 1 in the 1st, a scoreless 2nd, a run in the 3rd, the 4th, and then 3 in the 5th. And it was kind of like when you start to drop your phone and like you almost have it, like you keep fiddling with it in midair, and then you do one foul swoop to grab it out of the air, but then you just backhand it into concrete. Like that was Jose Urquidy's night. Like he almost had it and then just backhand to asphalt. Will Smith. Nah. Yeah, there it is. I've had Will Smith, his picture as the one of him as a Brave against the Astros in the World Series this entire time, and no one said anything. And I just want to call light to that. I'm still not going to change it. I just think it's funny and I wanted to point it out. Anyway, he would go an inning of work. He'd give up a run, walk in a base hit. I mean, it wasn't great, obviously, but pair of strikeouts. It wasn't awful. I mean, the pitching staff as a whole was not good tonight, so I'm not going to punch on Will Smith. It was a top-to-bottom issue. Hector Neris was not particularly an issue. Ending of work, scoreless, couple of hard hit balls, which is not ideal, but, I mean, they were for outs. Got a strikeout. Nothing too shabby there. Brian Abreu would come in and not be wonderful in the ninth. Pair of hits, gave up a run, gave up a walk, got a strikeout at least. Not wonderful for Brian Abreu in the ninth inning, but again, the pitching staff as a whole was pretty bad, so I'm not going to punch down on Brian Abreu either. So maybe I'm just tired, maybe it's the fact that we clinched the postseason spot yesterday. I'm not going to get worked up about this game. It sucks, it would have been nice to win, but you can't win them all, and so I'm just kind of going to do this instead of shake my fist at these darn kids in my yard. Anyway, the Astros play again tomorrow, 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. We send Framber Valdez to the mound, and the A's send Ken Waldichuk to the mound, which is the fakest name I have ever heard, and that's bad coming from a person with the last name Kaliski. But I'll be here afterwards to talk about that. And that's all I would say for the evening. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Astros.